Greetings and welcome back to GSA's Expert Mode League Tournament. I'm Catherine of Sky, joined with Avalon, and in this match we see Dimitri going up against ToransuShoujo. So what are you expecting from this match, Avalon?
I mean, this is a high-leveled match. We have two really highly ranked players in this league at fifth and sixth, both solidly into the playoffs. And at the moment, it's just a decision between who's going to take that fifth seed and who's going to take that sixth seed. Really hoping, obviously, that Dimitri can pull the win, and then that will then give a weight on the IPK game, where if IPK wins, Chocobo could also be facing an issue with going into his seeding as well. But Shoujo obviously very consistent all through the season. She's a great player, and I'm really excited to see how this game levels out.
On here we see the runners getting ready. Looks like, let's see if we can see the first level that they're on. Are we starting on a Japanese level, perhaps?
It looks like we might do, but Shoujo slightly held up with the account ID. She is going to show us her...
She looks a tiny bit frustrated there.
But yeah, I mean, these two runners, just to give you an example of just how close they are, Dimitri sitting on an average clear of 7.4 per set, and Shoujo on 8, so very, very close. And the average is obviously easy to go one above or below it, so this could be a very back and forth game between these two players, both very evenly matched, and it's just going to be so close.
I know, I wonder if we'll see some overtime games between them. This is going to be quite a hot match, I think. Looks like we are starting on a 34-second world record run. Speedrun is one of the tags here. It looks interesting from the thumbnail picture. I wonder if that's what we're going to be seeing. Maybe some bombing going on there. I can't quite tell what those blocks are.
Yeah, it's a bit too hard to tell in the thumbnail, but it is very short as far as the level goes, because you can see the star arrow and the end castle in that same frame.
And here we go. Wow, activating all 100 POW blocks. Yay. Oh my.
Wow.
And both players just going into it. Oh my goodness, this is crazy here. Wow.
I mean, it looks like a great fun level if you're having a bad day or something, just to smash through all of these POW blocks, but this is definitely not what you want to be seeing in a race.
Indeed. Dimitri kind of taking one at a time. Shoujo going onto stacks and then ground pounding them. Looks like Dimitri's in the lead with this, having only, one stack left, and Shoujo's still working on two shorter stacks. Dimitri taking that first clear with
Dimitri going for the X spam there, and probably doing a lot of damage to his controller, whereas Shoujo taking the long game there, looking at her controller and thinking, you're not quite worth damaging at this stage. So she takes it a bit slower and takes each stack one at a time.
And now they're going into a level called Switchblade by Tech Goat. Looks like an on-off level from the very start here.
Oh, it's going to be a timer setup level.
Oh, and Dimitri taking a death there, needing to start over. Shoujo working out the timing as she climbs this tower of on-off blocks here. Just taking it very carefully so she doesn't miss one of the platforms there.
Yeah, it looks like it's a well-designed level with quite a good checkpoint there after this first slightly challenging section.
And it looks like the level designer may have intended the shell to go on that top path as Dimitri is looking at, but couldn't quite get the timing there. And Shoujo also misses it. This is a bit of a rough start for both of them. Thankfully, there's a checkpoint right there that they can just start over instantly.
Yeah, both runners now are deciding to give up with the shell, as it's one of those false trolls to the end of the level.
Yeah, and Shoujo finding that ending there, she thought she was gonna die. You could see the look on her face, and then found that pipe to take the tape. So she has the second clear of the match. It's now 2-1 in her favor.
Yeah, Dimitri's still just struggling to get that timing right. Again, just falling through that red gap. Was going to say red block, but clearly it is not.
Indeed. And Shoujo going on to Jungle Adventures. It's like we have a water level. I thought it was rising there for a moment, but just a trick of the light. Looks like it might be a little bit more verticality than usual. Got a transportation thwomp going there.
Yeah, and Shoujo doing a really good job to successfully land on that thwomp correctly. As Dimitri trying to cheese past that first level, but finding the level creators actually designed the level well enough to avoid that cheese and skipping it. But no, Shoujo rode that thwomp really well there. It's always challenging the first time you come to a thwomp like that, because you don't know if it's going to have a parachute or no parachute, and there's just no way of telling.
Yeah, the momentum can really mess you up in those kind of situations. Both players now kind of having to go back to the beginning. Dimitri seeing this vertical part of this level. It's kind of interesting. I realize that those platforms are meant to be trees that the level creator wants you to kind of climb up, adding to the theming of this level. They're both taking that express thwomp across. You know, it just kind of like reminds me of something. Yeah, here, just take this Tyrannosaurus Rex across the level. It's fine. He won't get eaten. I promise. He's been fed earlier today.
I really like the little Yoshi fruit in the background of this level theme as well. It's very nice.
Yes.
Looks
And
like some
Shoujo
sort of
finding a Yoshi.
yeah. It looks like some sort of machine that Dimitri's stuck on the other side of, but both of them now taking the Yoshi, taking the dry bones in order to get the key out of him.
And Shoujo progressing very quickly into the next pipe. Dimitri catching the Yoshi, realizing he probably needs to, delete those bosses there to get to the end. Shoujo taking the clear first. It's now 3-1. Dimitri very close behind, and there he goes, taking the tape as well. So Shoujo with a 1 clear lead.
Yeah, in terms of levels, obviously only the level screen between them, but Dimitri using that skip on that early level where Shoujo cleared it up really quickly, creating a nice solid lead for her and holding a skip advantage.
Well, that sounds inviting. Bubbling lava rain. What a nice level. It's not as bad as I thought. I thought there was going to be quite a lot of lava underneath as well, but it looks like it's limited to coming from the pipes. But
yeah, definitely sticking to the name rain and falling from the sky as rain should. Although I don't think rain should be quite so red. It is nice that it is falling in a consistent direction.
Well, they
As I
did
say that, Dimitri gets hit by a raindrop
no.
flying upwards.
Oh, and so does Shoujo. No! Both of them needing to restart the level. Rough times here. Well, the creator did specify it was lava rain, so I suppose that could be expected. Dimitri not going into that pipe, that was definitely an invitation. I wonder if that was, I don't know, some kind of a power-up in there or coins, but Dimitri's staying in the main world, not going into the subworld, hoping he can get to the flag.
Oh my word, that is lots of rain. But he has
And
found
there
the
it
tape.
is. Yay.
Taking the clear, tying up the game between the two. We'll see how Shoujo copes with that same bit, but she has the mushroom, so maybe she can damage boost through that whole set. Maybe she can't.
And uses that mushroom immediately as you say so, and taking the tape. So now they're both cleared through that. Shoujo still keeping her lead of 1 clear as we go to 1-2 question mark. See how faithfully it reproduces Super Mario Brothers 1-2.
The answer appears to be hardly at all.
Indeed. I was just gonna say
pipes
it.
there as well.
Oh, yes. It's okay. You know, the munchers are just holding them up by psychic energy or something. I don't know. It's rough times. You know what? They could be glued to the back wall. Maybe that's the thing. You know, we don't see the mounting brackets because, you know, they're on the back.
That is a possibility. It's a disappointing one if it is, but it definitely could be one.
Dimitri taking it easy here, playing it safe, and getting... No, but not safe enough. And Shoujo finding the end very quickly here. It is now 5-3 in her favor. Dimitri needing to start the level over.
Those bombs at the end really making the difference between the two runners. As Shoujo rapidly cleared the bombs out of the way, and Dimitri obviously not quite taking the level of patience that he needed to. There it is.
And Shoujo, in a level called Uno Mas, swim down with an item. That one looks interesting.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, Uno Mas levels are often used as an opportunity to show a weird mechanic in Mario, or a weird glitch maybe. And when you know the tech, or if you read the description, they're quite easy to clear, as Shoujo demonstrates there. But sometimes if the tech's not clear, or the description isn't perfect, they can really use a lot of your time in the race. They're not always the best thing to see in a race. Obviously, swim down with item is quite clear, so a good one for the race there, but it could have been anything really. You can get all sorts of weird glitches in Uno Mas levels. But Dimitri has successfully cleared 1-2.
And Shoujo looks like she's using her first skip and getting out of that course very quickly. Now we have Thwomp Friend, and we'll see Dimitri if he knows this tech or if he has read the description. Oh, he's going a different way.
Yeah.
That's not too interesting. Maybe he thought he'd find a power-up or something similar. Does he know the tech? Oh, he's going for a different method. Well then.
I mean...
Hey, if it works. Oh, and it didn't work. No. Forced to start over. And Shoujo waiting out that P-switch. And... yeah, waiting for baby Bowser there. And how is she going to get the key to that door?
There he goes.
Bowser jumps down. There she goes. She can go ahead and clear him there. I missed Dimitri. Did he clear that level?
No, he chose to skip it.
Okay.
Very odd for an Uno Mas levels. They do tend to be short, but obviously he didn't get the technique down, and you don't want to waste too much time in a level.
And Shoujo taking the axe and increasing her lead. It is now 7-4 in her favor. And Dimitri exiting that course, skipping again. So that is my third skip from my counting.
Yeah, 3 very quick skips there from Dimitri. Not faffing around with those few levels, giving Shoujo both the clear lead and the skip advantage.
And Shoujo choosing to skip her level, moving on to Impossible 1, or Impossible 3, pardon me. Need to reach the goal while holding a P-switch. Let's see how difficult that's going to be. Looks like she gets a P-switch and a helmet and didn't get the last block there. No.
So I'm assuming the last block is going to be a dry bone shell. Oh, it's another P-switch.
No, it's another P-switch.
There is a way you can actually spin jump with the P-switch, but the answer appears that it's going to be a damage boost and a P-switch jump. So I'm sure now that she's seen the rest of this run, she should be able to easily clear that, whilst Dimitri makes his way through this Bowser Jr. fight.
And she jumps in time and makes the tape there. And Dimitri is also getting the axe there as they both increase their points by 1, so it's now 8-5. Yeah, Shoujo really clearing these levels very, very quickly.
Yeah, you can tell she came here to win today, not slowing down at any point, and already meeting her clear average with still 3 minutes on the clock, so definitely going to be an above average game for Shoujo.
Dimitri on the one called Escape 3D. Is that the one that Shoujo skipped?
I believe so, but Dimitri has no skips left, so we will get to observe this level anyway.
Indeed. Shoujo also has, I believe she has one skip left by my counting. Is that correct? Is that what you have?
Yeah, that's what I have.
Okay, I'm just wondering. Dark level, scary, help. We need to get out of here.
Yeah, especially with bricks all along the floor, you got to be wondering where the P-switch is that's gonna get you, unless it's one of those don't look left levels. Nope, it's a jump the P-switch levels. Don't take a P-switch. Oh, that's a dangerous game.
Oh boy, there are things happening here. There are many things. And she gets hit by one of those many things, not able to grab that fire flower in time for a damage boost. And she decides to use her last skip on that one, moving to one with a little car pixel art in there. That's quite cute. And we'll see what
It's
that
always
one
nice to see
involves.
level creators put in that little bit of effort to make a nice little bit of art, but it's another dark level.
Oh, these are the plague at the moment. No. And Dimitri finding his end in that one looks like a troll level. Ending up in some very bad deaths there.
Yeah, really showing the importance of timing your skips well. As he gets caught in this level that Shoujo was so able just to zoom through with a skip.
Yeah, I don't know if he's able to even get close to Shoujo's score. There's only less than a minute left. It might be hard for Shoujo to clear this one. This has been such a very strange level. But Dimitri having a very long time on his as well. Oh, it's like an ambulance. That's quite cool. With the flashing lights on top. That's neat. Oh, and here we go to, I think, probably a musical section here. Wow, and some
okay.
some select text there. Hello. You know, it could be in German. Like Dia MF, like Michael Flanders. So the Michael Flanders. I just picked a name out of the air. I don't know who that is, but maybe they're like, yo, this guy's the dude.
He's
Oh, Mario fans. It could
Mario
be
fans.
the Mario
Great call.
fans. Yes. Oh, that's perfect, chat. Thank you very much for that clearly brilliant answer that we have discovered about this level. That's so nice. But ToransuShoujo taking the win in this match with 8-5. And we're going to move on to the next.
Dimitri took a really powerful lead at the start of the game there, but Shoujo both overtaking and extending that lead to take quite a solid first set there.
All right, and our runners are going to find the next level that they need to start on here. And both runners going and making sure of their count of how many levels they have cleared.
Yeah, it looks like we'll be going to Ice Castle.
Yeah, that was quite an interesting run of levels. Yeah, Shoujo just taking this blazing lead there over the course of a few levels.
But yeah, so she's taking a quick break, but she'll only be a second. But it'll give Dimitri a chance to look through the levels and get himself ready as well, and maybe reset himself mentally after that first set. Obviously, seeing the score 8-5, not as close as I had anticipated, and I'm sure he's feeling very similarly.
Yeah, indeed. Maybe he's analyzing where he should have skipped and where not. They seemed reasonable at the time, I'm sure. So
yeah, every skip seems reasonable until you're caught into a troll level, as Dimitri was.
Indeed. Or those multiple dark levels. My goodness. Shoujo really was very strategic about her skips, and she was quite good at doing the levels that she cleared, just taking most of them incredibly easily. But even she didn't have enough skips to get past those darn dark levels.
Yeah, they seem to come thick and fast, and it's always tough because I'd like to believe that there's some good dark levels out there. I really, really would, but I can't play them when you can't see anything around them.
Indeed. You know what? It's interesting to me the way Mario tech evolves over time. Everybody's very annoyed with water levels, and then there comes a water level with those zoomy speed ramp things in the 3D
Yeah,
theme. And I was like, wow, water is now fun. Hooray! So maybe we'll find a way to make dark levels fun as well. Looks like Shoujo is back. All right, and we're ready to go.
we'll see how Dimitri used that time and whether he's ready to reset himself and take this setback to get a nice little tied game.
Indeed. Oh, this is exciting. Hopefully, Dimitri has collected himself and is ready to take on Shoujo for this next game here. And here goes with the Ice Castle by Zone Haku.
That looks like lava to me. I'm no expert in the field of ice and lava, but that definitely doesn't look like ice. But Dimitri immediately skipping it.
Wow. Shoujo going forward. I think the blue blocks are probably meant to, represent the ice. Oh, the spring's the thing. I'm going into a vernal level now. Maybe. It's spring outside the ghost house, I promise. Finding the way to get that mushroom here, and looks like a form of a puzzle level that they need to solve.
Yeah,
Getting
there's a
item.
key up in those coins, but obviously how you get there, whether it's a very well timed jump with a couple of twirls, or whether it's using the P-switch that they both found now.
Yeah, Dimitri checking if there's any break in those one-ways that he can kind of get up there. See what he can do here. It's kind of rough. Wow. Difficult to get up there. The title, of course, The Spring's the Thing, so there might be something. Maybe there's a way to grab that spring? Who knows?
Yeah, maybe it is a small tech level that the runners don't know and might spend a bit of time trying to figure out. With Dimitri's current skip tendencies, I'll be interested to see how he gets on with this level, whether he chooses to skip it and move forward.
Yeah, indeed. Dimitri's starting over and grabbing the P-switch, trying to do a P-switch jump, which does not bring him any benefit. He's starting over. Shoujo still trying to puzzle it out as well, but no, she exits the course, taking another skip. Wow, we have 0 clears, and already Shoujo's taken 2 skips, and Dimitri 1 right now. I almost thought he skipped there. Okay, Shoujo going on to the high sky. And
Yeah, Dimitri's still struggling through this level, and this time now that Shoujo has gained from skipping is really going to start to add up. It'll be interesting to see how Dimitri continues with this puzzle, and I really would like to see how this game goes. But Dimitri trying to get a P drop jump to get himself up to the key, whilst chat argue over which sort of combination of the items you should take. But Dimitri skipping as Shoujo takes the first clear 3 minutes into the game.
right, and she's ahead by 1 level now. Going on to one called Red Star, 30 seconds. So probably a speed run and a themed one at that. Meanwhile, Dimitri making his way through this other level. Whoa, we've got lots going on in Shoujo's level.
Yeah, it looks like it's got some good indicators going on though. And apart from that, it looks pretty standard until she got soft locked there at the top of that small little platform.
Indeed, but now knows the level creator's way of doing things, so probably going to be able to expect some of those things later in the level. Looks like she needed a bomb or something to blow up that destructible block there, but we'll see how she solves that. Meanwhile,
Yeah, I mean,
Dimitri's starting over.
There's a spring there, so maybe that is the spring previously mentioned in the puzzle level.
Yes.
That is required to complete.
Creators collabing, right, on levels.
But, you know, talking of the levels, I don't think we've discussed how levels are selected in this game mode as of yet. So just so we are clear, what happens is the GSA staff, they sit in a endless expert run, and any level with a world record of 90 seconds or less gets added straight into this playlist. So it is as close to an endless run as we can get it, and it keeps these levels really, really varied. You could get anything from the speed run that we're seeing Shoujo go through, the puzzle level that we've seen him struggle on, and the troll level that, well, Shoujo skipped and it killed Dimitri's run.
Indeed, Dimitri having that amazing save at the end of that other level, grabbing himself up from the abyss. That was quite amazing. Taking that clear, obviously, and it's now 1-1 as both of them are on the same level now. Let's see how they both handle the rest of this.
Yeah, Shoujo definitely gaining more level knowledge. She's getting significantly further through this level. However, Dimitri, well, before I started speaking about Dimitri was making a really good first run, getting further than Shoujo did, as both of them get caught out with the spring not fitting into the gap.
Indeed, and this early in the match, they don't want to use their third skip each, so they're trying their best to get through this level. But Dimitri getting very, very far, much more quickly than Shoujo has. It's one of these levels that's taking a lot of repetitions to learn about the level from. Are you having frozen video here slightly?
I was having some frozen Shoujo, but
Okay.
they have now come back, which is perfect. As
Yay.
Dimitri misses his shell jump.
Okay, and both of them. It's hard to even commentate this match at the moment because there's so much going on in each of their respective screens here, and each of them gaining new knowledge about how to pass this level. And Shoujo making it over that previously inaccessible section to her, and trying to find the way to go. Did not find it there. Wondering about that saw block up top. Looking just for
Yeah,
the pathway to the end.
the first runner to make it over this section. And we'll see how Dimitri copes with the new information when he makes it over there. But definitely a weird one to be sitting. As now Dimitri's there as well. We'll see what he does with that information.
He starts over. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of puzzled. I don't see the ending. Oh, you needed to have the damage boost to get through there. That's what it was.
Yeah, I wonder if Dimitri saw that and that was the reason that he chose to start over, as he fails to jump and runs straight into those spikes.
Oh no. Both of them almost at the same spot now, making their way from the beginning. I think both of them know they need that helmet to get through that section. So if they lose it, they know they have to restart.
Yeah, I mean, this speed run is starting to really slow down these two runners now.
Indeed, they're spending a lot of time.
Yeah, exactly. The world record was quite short, but the time that these guys are spending on the level is rapidly adding up, and it's... You got to ask, even with it being only one clear on the board for both players, is it worth using their last skip at this early on in the game?
You know, that's an interesting question. We might ask them later. How do they feel about being 7 minutes into the match with only one clear?
Yeah, definitely an interesting mentality to be in.
Oh, Shoujo making it to that door. Gonna find out what happens next here. Oh, it runs straight into the spikes. Darn. But at least she gets the knowledge of what would happen next. Dimitri on his run now. Oh, and yep, has to start over. My goodness, this is this is a crazy hard level. It feels like for these players. Very unexpected deaths for both of them.
But Shoujo now making it through with the helmet and getting through that pipe once again, or the door, sorry, once again.
Yeah, it might behoove her to take it a tiny bit slower because, oh no, she sees, oh no, she got the axe. There she goes and takes the clear. I almost didn't see it. Well then.
Yeah, I didn't see the axe at all. I thought that she died on that saw
I thought
and
she died too. Yeah.
missed
And I'm
the
like,
checkpoint by
no,
millimeters.
the checkpoint. Nice. Now we have some eyeglasses on this thumbnail. I can't read Japanese, unfortunately, but we'll see what this level has in store for us. Wow.
She's got
Magicopas.
Cabot
Hello.
Keepers.
Yay. Dangerous. Okay, and she's got to get through them fast so that they do not attack her with the wands, because they have a charge-up effect. That's to make the magic extra
Oof.
potent. Oh
As
no!
the big Kamek there falling down from above and just sitting on her head, ending that run.
Yeah, you don't need magic with a smush involved. My goodness. Dimitri still struggling onward with this lava level. Hopefully he can find a way to clear it soon. Meanwhile, Shoujo just diligently jumping on all of the heads of these Kameks and avoiding the smush there and dying at the end. No! That's a rough one.
Yeah,
I wonder
real
if she needs to... Go ahead, sorry.
So it's a real shame because, you know, it looks like a little bit of patience and allowing the Kamek Coopers to cast their bolt and then disappear may have got her through that level.
Yeah,
but
indeed.
instead just trying to make her way through by brute force.
The beginning of the level, or actually most part of that section, seems like going fast is really a good idea. Except for the end part where the creator kind of like, aha, we have some surprises for you, so you have to slow down, I think, because they're not falling out of pipes anymore. They're just waiting for you and ready to cast their spell instantly.
This is interesting. So there was a code given to the players, and now they're having to recall it very, very rapidly.
Wow, and I don't recall any diagonal arrows. Help. Help. Oh dear, this is rough times. Meanwhile, Dimitri's still on this level. Holy fuzzy cats. 4 minutes remaining, and wow, he has not skipped it yet. Shoujo taking that clear, increasing her lead to... Oh no, Dimitri taking! No! Oh no!
He didn't break
the brick block with the shell, he put it
on.
Sad times. Oh jeez, I wonder if he saw the axe. Oh no. Wow. Oh no. So Shoujo 3-1 in her favor, and a pick a weapon section here where she can choose what she wants to go up against these varied enemies.
Yeah, but immediately deciding she didn't want the benefits that come with that weapon and leave them. But Dimitri again putting the Shelmet on.
I wonder if that's like muscle memory instinct kind of thing. But Shoujo taking these enemies one at a time as well as she can here. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Hammer Bros, Kamek, and a baby Bowser. Or Bowser Jr., technically, I'm sure. Finding that door, finding the key, and getting into a very Tangent-like place indeed. Does she risk going to the Bowser? What is the choice here? Grabbing another power-up. Smart move. And Dimitri taking his second clear. Thank goodness he got out of this level. Wow, what a level. My goodness.
Yeah, it's so surprising to see runners of this caliber with just 2.5 minutes on the clock and only 2 clears to their name.
And Shoujo finding that clear. It is now 4-2 in her favor with 2.5 minutes remaining. And let's see how Dimitri finds the next level. They both still have a skip according to my count, so they could have skipped that other level. And looks like Dimitri did skip that level. There he goes. And Shoujo also going on to the next level. Yeah, what a round. This has been most interesting. Dimitri forgoing the power-ups until he sees what's involved here. Gonna try to take out these various enemies. Getting that key super, super fast. Wow.
Yeah, but still deciding to hang around and then taking baby Bowser's burn.
Yeah, that was rough. Oh, taking the super ball. I don't know if that was on purpose or on accident. Maybe just taking it as a damage boost. Though if you fire very closely, of course, your super ball immediately disappears, so you can fire again fairly quickly. Shoujo, meanwhile, on a lava level where we have a ton of bombs falling from the sky. Let's see where she ends up next. Looks like it might be a vertical section.
Well, we won't get very high into it as that spike immediately puts her back in her place as she has to go back through the pipe and start the climb again. Dimitri not even taking a look through the key door without clearing out all of the enemies. Not quite realizing just how close he is to the end of this level, I don't think.
Yeah, indeed. That's unfortunate. But hopefully he'll get it this time. Wow, and Boom Boom jumping off of his own volition there. Deciding to go skydiving. Shoujo balancing on this seesaw.
Boom Boom definitely not one to mess with on this airship. So this time Dimitri going through the key door, having a look, seeing what's going on. And finding, of course, battle with Bowser, who seems to have checked out and decided he doesn't fancy the fight.
He's off screen. He doesn't... I don't know if he's even there. He might have despawned because I don't see any fire coming this way.
Yeah,
maybe...
I'm not sure if that still counts as him being in the map or not.
Oh, there
no, there's a fireball.
He's still there. He's still there. Wow. That's, Oh no, and Dimitri needing to start over. Shoujo taking another clear. It's now 5-2. Oh, did she get it in time for the clock? I don't know. Maybe
Definitely close.
Let's see what the final score is. And it is a 5-2. That is our official score here.
That last clear coming through just in the nick of time.
In any case, Shoujo is up ahead of Dimitri in that match, and she takes 2 wins, so she will be taking the win on this this match. But we are going to play the 3rd game of this round here.
Yeah, Dimitri just taking a moment to look at that beautiful level art of the Kamek Looper close up there. Really special little bit of level art there.
Oh yes,
it's always nice when level creators put that little bit extra effort in just to make that aesthetically pleasing thumbnail for you.
Oh yes, and it's oh, well, it's evocative when you finally figure out what it represents, I think. So let's see. Our next level is going to be P-Switch Jump, and that's a 27-second world record level by Raker Zero.
Yeah, 503 plays and only 6 clears, so should be interesting to see how tough this level is. That is quite a low clear rate.
Indeed. What is the threshold, do you remember, for expert versus super expert?
I'm pretty sure this is a conversation that comes up very often, and nobody seems to know.
Indeed.
I've seen super expert levels with 1% clear rates, and I've seen expert levels with less than 1% clear rates. So I don't know. And every time that I've asked players about it, they don't seem to know as well. I mean, we've got Doomsday Pie in the chat at the moment, and he tends to know absolutely everything. So I'm hoping that he can help.
Now, this is the most interesting thing. Hitting those POW blocks and jumping just as the P-Switch activates. I don't know if I've seen that before, but that's an extra challenge for our runners for sure.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that before. That's really odd, the way that P-Switch works with the muncher there.
Indeed.
But I've never seen the POW jump into the P-Switch before, and it looks really challenging.
There's another one. Wow. This level creator is very serious about the P-Switches, and Shoujo clears it very, very easily, taking that first clear, so it's 1-0 in her favor. She is just really on a hot streak.
She really is. She's showing why she's in the position she is in the table and why she secured that playoff spot.
I feel like this is a fairly clever level designed by the creator here. The interaction here in the beginning, as we see with Dimitri's, with all those munchers that you need to jump over them to get the POW on the other side, kind of provides interesting gameplay for the players, I feel.
Yeah, it's definitely good to see not a typical P-Switch run.
And Shoujo moving onward, she's got this kind of like grasslands level, sort of relaxed, sort of not relaxed. The swamps are meaning business. They're not here to play around.
No, and we'll see how Dimitri copes with these weird moving. I've never seen P-switches do that before. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's most peculiar. It
It
looks like a
appears to be to
bug
do with the
in
angled.
movement.
Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
angled track and the munches.
That's so
Shoujo going
funny.
through the other janky Mario thing, which is of course the claws.
Indeed. Getting through there with a cape again, hoping she can do a little bit better here. Her rushing earlier was what caused her to lose that damage boost and the cape. And going now into the... I don't know if this is the subworld or the main world. Kind of lost track. But using that cape to good effect, and she's trying to kill Bowser with that cape. Hopefully she can make it back to the fire flower. Come on, Pipe, give us another fire flower, but not if Bowser's standing on it. Oh dear. There she goes. She's like,
She
Bowser,
manages to
come
come
over.
just in time.
Do not grab my flower, that's mine. Give it here.
So Dimitri joining her in this level after deciding to skip the P-switch level is a real shame because I thought he had it for a moment. One of the big stacks of P-switches, he knocked them all down in one go. But then he just missed another POW P-switch combo jump, which was a real shame to see, but I'm shocked to see him skip it because he was so close, so close.
Mm-hmm. And Dimitri finding the wrong way to go there. Shoujo on, oh dear, an enemy
Yeah.
spam level of Meowser proportions. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Even if you manage to somehow survive the Meowser, there is a Porcupuffer coming and then a bunch of bullies just to really make sure you have a terrible day.
I wonder if she's thinking of Cheese or Devdor or something. She looks kind of like, what's going on here? How the heck do you get through this? Let's see if she manages to find it, but it may be worth just to skip to get out of this situation.
Yeah,
'Cause
and there it is. She
restarting...
takes it.
Yeah, restarting over and over takes such a long amount of time, and she could be clearing other levels in the meantime. Oh, yay. Mechanical Mansion. I wonder if it's a dark level. Hooray!
It's
Oh,
not,
no!
and it'll be interesting to
Yay!
see how mechanical this mansion is.
Indeed, it sounds like a puzzle level. Indeed, we're already seeing some puzzle elements within the level here. Looks like there's a piece which we have to chase on top. She's looking if
Yeah.
she can catch up to that. Meanwhile, Dimitri going down into that area to fight the... maybe trying to jump. Yep, and he's gonna fly. Nice. Maybe finding some cheese here, and finds the goal. Boom, Dimitri catching up just a tiny bit. Shoujo still in the lead, 2-1 now in her favor.
Yeah, it was definitely a good little flight there from Dimitri as he sets the world record on the level as well. But Shoujo, I've never seen anyone do it quite so well before. I mean, it's a known technique, but the way that Shoujo did it was incredible. With a one block space, she managed to jump the shell that was rushing down before her. It was really impressive.
And now Dimitri on this enemy spam level. Let's see how long he gives it. Oh my goodness. Wow, he found the way to clear it, I think. Jumping up through the middle there, bouncing off the bully and the boom boom, and taking the goal, tying it up 2-2 now. Wow, that was pretty darn amazing.
Yeah, that was a really, really well played level from Dimitri there, but still a whole second slower than the world record. But Shoujo throwing her power block in the air with a celebration as she regains her lead with that clear there. 3-2.
Yeah, both players still even on skips. Both of them have taken one skip. And, oh, Dimitri taking another one as he exits that course, not happy that it's a puzzle level, deciding it might take too long to solve.
Yeah, probably not the worst skip he's taken. You know, Shoujo had to put quite a lot of time into that, definitely starting and stopping several times as she made her way through it.
And now we're on one of the title levels again. Oh. Why do people remake all these levels all the time? I don't get that. I just don't get that.
It's because, we just want to see the car.
We
That's
just
all
want
we
to see
look
the...
for.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, we've added a tiny bit of enemy spam. Interesting, interesting. Okay, and well then, this is a mess. Just a tiny mess. And Dimitri taking the clear first and tying it up 3-3. Oh my goodness, this is getting exciting. Well then. Wow. And world record as well. That's gotta feel good.
I mean, with this quality of level, does it feel good?
It
I always
feels
do
good
wonder
to be
when
making clears as compared to the last match, I bet.
Yeah, I bet he does. He's now obviously beaten his clear total for last match, so he must be feeling a lot better about himself.
Indeed, and now we're having a Yoshi level. Oh, and Shoujo taking that clear. Okay, so she is now 1 ahead, but Dimitri, through part of this next level, it's to kill 37 Koopas. So Yoshi helping in that affair, being very bouncy. Oh no, Dimitri losing control of his Yoshi there for a moment. He has the clear condition. Can he get there? Don't die,
He has
Yoshi.
successfully slaughtered the many Koopas and now just has to cut poor Yoshi's feet open on these buzzsaws.
No, but Yoshi.
Oh, Yoshi, no!
Protective
Picador,
padding on.
come on!
Well, he doesn't need it. He's got the flag now. That was really great. You wonder if the level designer realized that you could jump that gap, or did he think the players would be actually willing to pick a door? I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. But Picadors just, pick at anything in levels. Just don't do it.
Yoshis might have something like horseshoes on the bottom of their feet that protect them from these saws. So I don't think they're getting their feet cut open. And are they wearing boots? I think Yoshi has boots on.
They do have cute little booties, but they're not.
Yeah, they're protective. They're fine. There's no Yoshis getting sliced. It's fine. We don't do that to our Yoshis.
Dropped his Yoshi off the side of a cliff, so I'm not sure no Yoshi's getting harmed is an accurate phrase that we can use. But Shoujo rapidly
I'm
taking
trying
away
here.
from the end.
And Dimitri in this very interesting cannon-y jump level got some interesting, strange segments. Shoujo joining him in that area. She's 1 ahead of him still, and oh wow! I thought Dimitri was gonna get dunked. That's a bit tight there. Well then.
Just getting his toes a little bit wet.
Interesting way of putting those claws. Oh, and we're fighting with the clown car. This has got to be one of the most boring kinds of sections you can put for a player, I think. Similar to one of those bully levels. Oh,
I was going to say, it looks like they wanted to use a bully, but obviously picking New Soup over 3D World, they cannot have a bully in there. So they've made their own, which, it's creative. It's not good, but it's creative.
Yeah. Indeed. I wish it was a tiny bit shorter. Oh, and Dimitri finding the end of that level. And it is now tied up 5-5. Looks like, did Shoujo skip that level? She must have, I guess. Otherwise, she would be ahead.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Okay, so someone asked in chat, we have 1 skip left for each of the runners. And Shoujo trying to figure out what she needs to do here. There's nothing obvious. She needs a POW block to get rid of that muncher, unless there's another way around it. Dimitri hitting that wall and starting over. Okay. Both in the same area. Angry Sun looking on in grave disapproval. But yeah, neither of them finding the way to get past that muncher.
Yeah, I'm really unsure in how they're going to do this. There have been some suggestions that they can slow down a little bit and use the P-switch to climb on top of the level and jump over the top of the muncher, but even if they did that, it would still be tough.
Dimitri passed it. How the heck did he do that? I missed it. I was looking at Shoujo's screen. Oh no. Dimitri finding some hidden blocks here, and then now I've missed it on Shoujo's side as well. Oh dear.
So Shoujo did what I was just talking about, where she collected the coins, the P-switch, and then used the gaps made when they returned solid to climb across.
Ah, right. That makes sense.
With 3 minutes on the clock, Dimitri has taken the clear and therefore the lead and a world record. Again, Dimitri sets so many world records.
Wow. Indeed he has. It would have been an interesting one to keep track of how many world records he's gotten in this particular run.
Oh, the mushroom got killed. That's sad.
Mushroom got... Are mushrooms alive, do you think? I mean, I guess they are in the sense of plants being alive.
Yeah, they're totally alive. Of course they are. There's a theory that goes around that everything in the mushroom kingdom is one specific type of mushroom that grows from Princess Peach, and she is actually just the central point of the mushrooms, which is one to ponder as Dimitri hits his exclamation block to climb over the top of these spikes.
We should discuss the philosophies and workings of the Mushroom Kingdom later, but that's fascinating. That was very cool, yes. Wow.
Dimitri with a great save.
Yep, saving himself from certain doom. Shoujo very close behind him, I think. But not getting the last coin. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
coin is...
there it is. Okay, and easily taking that clear. And he is up 1 again. This is very, very close, everyone. My goodness. Shoujo very, very close behind. He is 1 point up. And let's see how she can finish this. Hopefully she can get it on this try. And getting the coin, coming back up. Oh, and Dimitri's going to hard luck. Let's see what he's supposed to do in this one.
Yeah, I mean, getting laughed at as he immediately goes into a naked pipe. So not sure what he was supposed to do to start with there, as Shoujo missing the same coin and then finding the same coin that Dimitri did there. Dimitri just going, nope, I've been laughed at, I went through a pipe, I did what Mario's supposed to do, I'm not having it, and he skips.
It is now tied up with less than a minute to go. Let's see if Dimitri can clear this, or do we need to go to overtime on this match, on this game? Wow. And Shoujo doesn't know what this level has in store. Is she going to skip it? She skips it with 30 seconds remaining. Hoping to go on to the next one. Has a 15-second world record. Dimitri can get it. Oh, there he goes, hiding in that little crevice there. And starting over. Oh, does he have enough time to clear it? Maybe, maybe. Oh,
yeah,
Shoujo
he has the knowledge
her
that
sword.
Shoujo doesn't have, so potentially he could beat this level, but it's going to be close with just 5 seconds left on the clock. And Dimitri missing that jump and ending up in a chasm as we end the round 7-7, going into overtime.
Wow, what a match. That's what we came here for. Such a close game. All right, so we're going to start probably on, let's see, Leisurely Drive.
Oh, yay.
An interrupted Leisurely Drive. I wonder who's interrupting it. Maybe a Bowser, maybe something else. Why can't I drive in peace? Is the flavor text, my goodness.
But I mean, it's a really good opportunity to look at the difference in level difficulty, because this, you know, we had that earlier one that was really, really challenging, and then one with a 1% clear rate, and this one with an 8.33% clear rate, which is quite high, really.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. See where they are going. Shoujo experiencing some technical difficulties, I think. Hopefully will get resolved soon.
Yeah, thankfully, the technical difficulties are resulting in us not taking a leisurely drive interrupted. Oh, no. Shoujo managed to stop herself before she got into the level. So I think she's home screened her switch there to avoid seeing the level, which works. So she's going to restart the game and quickly get back in. So while she does that, I'll tell you some interesting facts about mushrooms. There is a mushroom that infects small bugs, and it takes over their bodies and forces them to climb to the highest point possible, so that when it releases its spores, it spreads them in as many places as possible. And I
Yeah.
believe that is the mushroom that covers the Mushroom Kingdom in the theory that I was mentioning earlier.
Are you serious? It's the zombie fungus that's the Mushroom Kingdom? Wow.
I believe so.
Wow. Oh my gosh, I think you're right. I think, okay, so the thing about mushrooms being alive and then Mario eating this alive mushroom, that makes sense now because it's taking over his body. It makes him grow. It makes
Yeah.
him very aggressive against Mushroom Kingdom inhabitants like Koopas and Bowsers and such. Ooh, wow. So is
Yeah,
the fire
open theory.
flower, is that like a form of a fungus? Because we don't actually know if it's a flower or a plant like, I don't know, like a daffodil or something like that. It does look quite strange.
We don't know
So,
at all. But there are funguses that can release flashes of light, so I imagine there'll be funguses that can release heat as well. So could
yes.
very well be.
Oh, chat is saying some people have missed this. Remember that you can always catch these matches on YouTube. They are posted there after they are live on Twitch. And yeah, especially if you want to see how certain levels have been cleared, things have been done, or generally catch up with everything. And it
Yeah,
looks
and
like
if
we're
you want to,
catching up. Go ahead.
sorry, I was going to say, if you want to mingle with our community and come and have a chat, and I will post a link to this theory that I'm banging on about, join the Discord as well, because we're always active in there as these two runners begin racing through this car-based overtime.
It looks like the Discord is going to be filled with zombie mushroom facts after this match. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, I'm getting some spotty footage here, but hopefully it's going to be fine.
Yeah, I'm also getting some weird pixelation here, but both players choosing to ignore the cars. It's not a clear condition, so why would you waste your life with them?
Okay, mushroom fact channel. Yes. Because mushroom facts are what we're all about. See, and then Goombas, they look like mushrooms too. Are these...
Yeah.
Yeah, you wonder if they are also the spawn of Princess Peach. Maybe I shouldn't say it that way, never mind. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. But
Shoujo
Dimitri...
take the car that time, but still getting stopped. Her drive was definitely interrupted.
Yep, both of them trying to get further. My goodness, but we have these Meowsers leaping around trying to prevent their passage, obviously. And so far they've been very successful at doing so. But seems like the whole Mushroom Kingdom, wait, is Bowser the king of the Mushroom Kingdom, or is Princess Peach the queen of the Mushroom Kingdom? Oh no!
Oh!
Dimitri dying at the
Dimitri
flag!
is not the king
No!
of the Mushroom Kingdom
Oh
because
no!
Shoujo
Oh my
taking the
gosh.
flag the third set and strongly holding her crown as the queen of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Wow, what an ending. Dimitri could have had the tiebreaker, but didn't manage it. So
Yeah, that is
Shoujo
heartbreaking.
takes all 3 wins of this particular set. Surprising outcome from my perspective, but really good playing from both players.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I thought it was going to be a 2-1 in Shoujo's favor, but the level sets just did not support Dimitri today, and Shoujo just played so consistently and so perfectly throughout this whole set of games. So, you know, taking that 3-0 win, really impressive. We're going to get both runners in for a quick interview, which is fantastic to have the opportunity to speak to them. So, hi guys, welcome to the booth.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, GG's to both of you. Congratulations, Shoujo, on the win.
Thank you.
So the first thing that we were both talking about during the match, obviously, is in that second round, you'd used 2 skips each, and you both only had 1 clear. Now, Dimitri, you said it wasn't a great set of levels, but Shoujo, you ended up pulling it back to quite a nice number. So, how did you reset yourself after that early poor start to then get to quite a decent end game?
It's just realizing that there are more different levels ahead. I wanted to hold on to the 1 skip that I had to make sure if there was something really bad, I was able to skip it without a penalty. But pushing through the speed run, and then it was just kind of whatever was in the next level, it seemed doable.
Yeah, because that speedrun level definitely looked, well, from my eyes, definitely seemed to be a super expert level and just hadn't been correctly classified as of yet. But Dimitri, it must have felt good when you managed to beat it, because it was a really tight level.
Well, I mean, it felt good to clear it, but it was not. I was not feeling good playing it at all because it should have taken me way longer than it did. Like, a level like that would definitely take me less time to clear offline, not in the race, than it would have in the race just then, but it is what it is.
Yeah, for definite. And, you know, Dimitri, I've got another one for you in that tiebreaker game, in that last one there. When you see the YouTube VOD when it goes up, and you see, as you missed that flag at the end, just how close you were to taking it. How did it, like, what went through your head as you missed that flag?
I was like, that was good. Good job by me.
Yeah, it was heartbreaking for us to watch because you would have won if you had taken the flag there, but oh, sniped by the Goomba. So rough.
But yeah, so, you know, it's a really good set of games. It's a shame about that second set, not the best set of levels, but Shoujo, a really consistent performance from you, so really well done, a really well deserved win. We are going to go to a brief intermission where we're going to then come back for the final regular season game of Division A between IPK and Blue Chocobo. I have been Avalon, and with me has been Catherine the Sky, and hang around on Twitch to see that soon.